Yes, hello everyone. My name is Damiano Sudoro Chola. I'm from Africa, in Kenya, that's East Africa. I'm currently a student in the United States of America. I'm working right now. I'm pursuing my master's in biomedical sciences, and after this, I'm going to my medical school, God willing. Today, I just felt like I wanted to talk about the experience in the United States in general. People always think that being in United States is something that is more fortunistic, like it's something that is more comfortable. If you come to the United States, you feel good, you are in the developed country, people look at you in a different way. That's not the case. United States is a good country. I admit and I'll accept that. It is one of the most developed countries in the world, and everybody always want to come here, maybe thinking that everything is good. But what I want to tell my people back home in Kenya and Africa at large is that what we see on the media, on the news about United States, it's not what it's really inside it. If you arrive here the day you land in this country, you're on your own. Everything is capitalized. Everything, you must have money. So the first thing, if you want to come to the United States as a student, you must have capital. If you don't have capital, don't even disturb yourself coming over here, because you're gonna be stranded and you might maybe decide to go back home to your country. So that's the most thing I really want to tell people back home. The second thing is, whatever we see on the news that it's a good country, there's money everywhere. Yes, there's money everywhere. But remember, there's one thing. If you come here as F1 student, I came under F1 students, you're not allowed to work outside. F1 students cannot work outside the school. That one means you can only work inside the school, and it's only 20 hours per hour. That money cannot do nothing. Maybe just for upkeep, it can't even pay your rent. So if you really want to come to study in the United States, make sure you have enough capital. When I came here, I did not have enough capital, but I really struggled. I'm telling you, I really struggled. It's a real struggle to get education. No sleep. I work day and night. I sleep 3 hours. Wake up, study. You must also perform. If you don't perform, you'll be suspended out of school. You can be deported back home. And you have to pay school fees. School fees here, we're talking about $5,000 per semester, $6,000 per semester. That's a lot of money if you compare to currency in capital in various countries in Africa. That's a lot of money. You can get that money, yes, but you must really work extremely hard. You don't sleep, no sleep. So I thought, like, the best thing to do as a F1 student, if you want to come to the United States and at least enjoy the pride of the United States, and that is something I'll always tell everybody. A lot of Africans, they come to the United States, and when they go back home, they don't tell people the truth. I came here, I learned a lot, and that's something I want to tell people, not to make mistake coming here, thinking that it's a free ride. It's not a free ride. Be ready for the war. You are an immigrant, you're gonna live here as immigrant. There's no any benefit you're gonna get from this country. You must work. Every single coin you'll put in your pocket, you'll have to work for it. The government will not supplement you with anything in the United States. That's why if you go for the visa embassy, they have to check your bank statement, so that when you come here, you don't depend on anybody, or you don't go on streets. That one, you'll be facing deportation. They'll deport you at once. So the only thing I can encourage people, youths like me back in Africa, if you want to come here to study, it's a good place to study. Trust me. You learn a lot. You'll get a lot of experience that you can go back home and at least share with the people back home. But above all, I'll maybe encourage everybody, if you at least you can get the undergraduate studies in the United States is extremely expensive. It's because you have to pay for all the school fee. Their scholarships are very competitive. They give it to the American citizen first, maybe you can get 1 or 2 scholarships for internationals, but maybe they are like 500 or 1,000, which cannot actually pay for the entire tuition. So the best way to come to the United States under F1 visa, come with masters or maybe PhD if you can. But have your degree in your country, your bachelor, undergraduate I mean. Then come here for the graduate school. But it has also depend with what you're coming to do. We have what we call STEM in United States. Thus, if you're doing science, mathematics, engineering, chemistry, biology, those are really advantageous courses if you're taking those ones. You'll get a lot of scholarships from them. Then if you come as a master's student, you'll also get, you'll become a graduate assistant. A graduate assistant is whereby you teach, you are being paid, the school fee is waiver to in-state, which is a little bit cheap. You can actually afford in-state fee. So it will be at least half of the fee of the tuition fee per semester. And let me say if the fee was $5,000, so you'll be paying something to do with $2,000. So that is something affordable, you can manage that. So master's students, PhD students, and maybe postdocs, those are really people who enjoy the benefit of coming to the United States. But making a mistake of coming here with your master's, with your undergraduate, that's a terrible mistake. I went through it. I'm not saying you cannot go through it. You can as well go through it, but you must sacrifice a lot of things. Sleep is one of them. You'll never see sleep again. For the 4 years, no sleep. Because if you sleep, you won't pay your school fee. If you won't pay your school fee, you won't be in school. And if you can't be in school, your visa will be invalid. And if your visa is invalid, deportation. So those things goes in step. People think you come in, it's a free ride. No, that's not the case. So people has been asking me a lot of questions back home. How did you manage to come here and everything? It was just sacrifice. I had to sacrifice a lot of things back home to come here. I have to leave my family, my friends. But you must be focused. A lot of people see on social media, people come to America, then they become stressed, they go under rehabilitation. Like, America is a free country. You can do whatever you want. It's one of the developed countries. There's a lot of things going on. But if you're focused and determined and you know what brought you here, trust me, you'll never go wrong. You have this country, most of the people running this country are immigrants. So you can't say that people come here and get spoiled, like they ruin their life. That's not true. If anybody else is gonna get spoiled, anybody else is gonna ruin his life, that's their own decision. The decision belongs to you. Somebody can advise you, but they cannot make for you decision. But if you make a right decision in the United States, trust me, you'll never go wrong. You'll get the fruits of your education, and you'll go back home with pride, and you'll get a good job and help your people at home, educate them. Maybe the knowledge you got from the United States, apply it back home, which is very effective and very efficient. So what I'll tell a lot of people in my next video, I'll give you guys mechanisms or ways under which you can come to the United States under F1 visa. That's the only thing I really know much about, because I came with F1 visa, which is student visa. And it's a nice visa. If you get approved to come to the United States, it's a nice visa. Just be ready to work extremely hard. If I mean not just hard, extremely hard. Unless your family are financially stable, then you don't need to worry about that, working extremely hard. As long as you have money in America, you're in a good position to do anything you want. You can get quality education. You can go to Harvard if you want, as long as you have money. Because money talks here. Everything else follow. You have to pay. Everything is money. The bills, rent, water, electricity, transportation, everything is money. And they are in terms of dollars. If you compare dollars with currency, for example, Kenya, there's a lot of currency. But if you come from a humble background like me, you must work extremely hard. So my next video, I'll talk about ways under which you guys can come on F1 visa and things you guys can do to succeed under F1 visa. The same way I went through and I finished my undergraduate successfully. and I'm now my second level, finishing my master's in 1 year, then probably joining medical school again another 4 years. And when I become a doctor, I'll come back home to Africa to advance our health sector and maybe help my people back home. Thank you guys so much for listening today. If you find this video helpful, please thumbs up. Thank you guys.